The mischievous whispers of miraculously expanding a rather lean body size have crossed the mind of bodybuilders every once in a while. Hoarding muscles is every big boy's dream, and many take the help of synthetics, only to realize they've staked their most valuable possession, life. Well, let's find out. In today's video, we shall discuss 10 bodybuilders who took it too far and did the craziest, most questionable things in the history of bodybuilding to get their few minutes of fame. On number 10, we have Bertil Fox. A 5'8" man, Hulk Bertil, or must I say Brutal Bertil, was an award-winning competitive bodybuilder who started young and took the world of the IFBB League by storm. This stacked man from the Eastern Caribbean island of St. Kitts and Nevis won several titles but soon retired in the year 1994 from competitive bodybuilding. In 1997, Fox was charged with a double murder conviction for fatally shooting his 20-year-old fiancée, Leosa Brown, and her mother, 36-year-old Violet Brown, awarding him life imprisonment, which has recently been pardoned in the year 2022 after he spent 25 long years of life in prison. Moving to number 9, we have Gordon Kimbrough. The chemical machine of the bodybuilding world, Mr. Kimbrough was a part-time commercial bodybuilder and a full-time steroid addict. Kimbrough was proudly exhibiting his body in the competitive business while also displaying a drastic behavioral change once he started injecting his 5'10" body to appear better and bigger. The heftier the muscles, the more prominent his rage issues, eventually leading to a tyrannical offense being committed towards his fiancée. The lover was too stunned to stay alive after 31-year-old Kimbrough brutally murdered Christy Ramsey on June 20th, 1993, earning him a solid 27 years of life imprisonment. Safe to say that a man on steroids is like a wild bull that mistakes a simple no with a living, walking red cloth. Number 8 is for Melissa James. The crazy duo, Kelly Ryan and Craig Titus, were the it couple of the bodybuilding world in the early 2000s, being featured in magazines after the two took their vows. The couple participated in competitions together and looked perfect in pictures until one day, Melissa's body was found burnt in Kelly's red Jaguar. The couple pleaded guilty to murdering their personal assistant, Melissa James, on grounds of jealousy and hatred. They ran away from the city after committing this horrendous crime, but their flee was unsuccessful after they were caught and presented in the court and imprisoned for several years. On number 7, we have the Synthol Brothers. Brazilian brothers, popularly known as Hulk and Conan, are two giants straight out of Gulliver's Travels. Tony Giraldo and Alvaro Pereira have been popularly known for their humongous 28-inch arm size and their insane life-threatening addiction of injecting harmful substances twice a week like Potinate B12, despite being warned to stop by the doctor, earning them the title Chemical Brothers, or what we like to call them, Synthol Brothers. The duo appeared to have an unrealistic 12,000 calorie intake per day, making their partners vexed by their constant cravings. They have threatened their partners time and time again with a divorce if they can't keep up with their insane passion. Moving to number 6, Sally McNeil. Valentine's Day is celebrated as Lover's Day all across the globe, but unfortunately for Sally, this was an I need to shoot my husband day. Sally witnessed her 8-year-old abusive and awful marriage wearing out, and because of a brief argument on Valentine's Day 1995, she gifted Ray McNeil, husband and a fellow bodybuilder, a hole in his abs and jaw, leading to his death. This extreme case of roid rage reserved this lesser-known bodybuilder a cell in prison for 19 years on account of second-degree murder. Crazy lover? Hell yeah! On number 5, we have John Riccardi. Riccardi's achievements in the world of bodybuilding remain nominal and nearly unknown, but this stuffed madman under the influence of steroids went way too far by killing his ex-girlfriend Connie Navarro on March 3, 1983, followed by her friend Sue Jory. Riccardi enjoyed 8 years of illegal freedom after he ran away in 1983, but was soon featured in America's Most Wanted, earning enough leads to find him in his condo, living a luxurious life based on burglary. So, what did Mama say about steroids? Yeah, you can't have them unless you want to destroy your life. Number 4. Romario dos Santos. A 30-inch arm Hulk Romario took it too far when he synthetically started growing his muscles by injecting oil and alcohol to make him a real-life incredible Hulk. Unfortunately, this flex didn't come without consequences. The beefy young man risked his life by injecting Synthol, which cost him his sanity, later motivating him to nearly kill himself. The fillers became rocks in his muscles, and he was only one tiny step away from suffering kidney failure. Alas, the man came to his senses and gained control for the sake of his family. Family Guy? See. On number 3, we have Greg Valentino, the most controversial big man in the bodybuilding community. Valentino was a brat of a kind. Born in 1960, this puffed man openly took steroids to make himself look as big as he was during his peak performance. The 1.68 meter monster man was no stranger to surgeries, but it went too far when doctors advised him to take a break from synthetics or else he would lose his arms. Fairly, the man chose sensibility over steroids and became a social media sensation, with his articles and podcast appearances gaining popularity. Number 2. Andreas Monza. The no-fat Greek god Monza was an Austrian professional bodybuilder with a horrifyingly low body fat rate. Ever hear of the lower the fat rate, better the physique? Yeah, Monza took it too far, but that only resulted in his tragic death at the premature age of 31. The translucent and fairly conditioned bodybuilder died on the 14th of March 1996 due to multiple organ failures, and it was a shock to find his heart size double its original due to lack of fat in his body. So now you know excess and lack of anything can doom your life. Last but not least, Dean Wimby. From the bulkiest man in the town to a bedridden patient at the age of 39, this bodybuilder's addiction to steroids had an adverse effect on his health, leading to a tragic loss. Dean's death is the most heart-wrenching case of the direct cause of taking steroids, which developed multiple tumors in his liver in 2010, followed by his death from liver cancer on 19th of July 2015. The substance abuse took his life and many others, paving a rulebook for young enthusiasts to the do's and don'ts of bodybuilding. So here's a question for you. Do you think synthetics are worth it? Let us know in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Till then, stay healthy and keep building muscles.